Hi, Sagittarius. This is your 2022 forecast. And I'll tell you, I've been working on forecasts all day. You are the last sign. So we're going to make this a good one, okay? So let's go ahead and raise the vibration. I want to have good reads. And so far, the reads have been coming out really good for everybody. You know, there's never really things that are like negative or doomed. But there are energies. A lot of what I'm getting for really all the signs in some way is certain transformative energies kind of popping up. So let's go ahead and see what Sagittarius has in store for them. And I'm feeling that one right there. Wow. So Sagittarius, we've got the Ten of Earth here. Ten of Ariel is the Ten of Earth. I'm using the Archangel deck. There is so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. For some of you ready for to retire. A rich and rewarding family life. So I feel that's a real good card to start off with. And that I feel is one of the goals, you know, is just succeeding and being victorious, you know, and stuff. Financial needs. I noticed for a lot of the signs, it's going to be a pretty prosperous year. And it could also be because the jobs are good right now, the economy. We're dealing with inflation. We've got that. But the money is coming in better for people. Better jobs are coming on there. So a lot of you, if you're not in the right job right now, good opportunities are coming your way. There's going to be a lot of work to do, though. Your opposing card, Ten of Gabriel, the other side of it is there's going to be a lot of work to do. And you may need to delegate some responsibility to lighten the load a little bit. This is the Ten of Wands when he's carrying the 10 wands on his back. And you might even feel a little exhausted. So just one of the things about that, and that's probably part of the reason you're going to be prosperous, you might take a second job. You may do some things like that. But, you know, still, it'll, in the end, it'll be worth it. The hard work will pay off, okay? But one of the things, too, you may also find a situation where you're just doing too much, okay? And other opportunities for many Sagittarius are going to be there to take jobs that pay better to the point you don't have to work so much, is another message that I'm also getting from these two combos. And then I've got the decision card. Now this is the devil card too, okay? It's decision in this deck. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So one of the things is working on your confidence here is going to be a big theme in 2022. You know, working on that and detox. I know Spirit's asking some signs to do that. If there's any kind of unhealthy things, addictions or anything like that, which we need to let go of, which we need to drop, we need to do that in 2022 and stuff. And just like it says, release yourself from that which holds you back and everything. And that can be, that devil card can be very restrictive and so forth. So definitely, is there anything that you're not been taking care of yourself? Want to let that go. Yeah, see, look at that. We're going to leave behind some things here with the Five of Earth. You know, one of the things about that is some kind of struggles financially. We're going to go into a little bit more prosperous year here. So if you were out of work, some of you were out of work and things like that, you're going to get to work, you're going to be good. And if you have been just working, but you're working way too hard. Maybe you're doing 3-4 jobs, you know, things like that. Spirit's going to provide you the right job to get that balance so you don't have to do so much, you know, and everything. Especially just, you know, we're not here on this planet just to work. Now, I do have the Empress card, so some of my mothers, the Sagittarius mothers and everything, you know, that's going to be a focal point, is balancing the family life, you know, and taking care of the littles and everything like that. And some of you may even become new mothers during the year. So if some of you have been wanting children or anything like that with that Empress energy, that can be really good for that as well. So family is going to be very important. You got the Sun. Look at that. It's going to be a happy year. You know, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So that is good. And that is in falling into like the here position, like early in the year, first half of the year. The sun is going to be there. It's going to be very positive for you. So I feel you're going to have a much happier year. If you had a dark time over the last year or so, you're going to really come into some more joy and happiness. Now, I've got the Knight of Raphael. So for my Sagittarius, either male or females, I've been getting a lot of this in some of my signs here. But I feel like certain relationships that we're in maybe might commit to a deeper level. Some of you may get wedding proposals, and some of you also may be in situations where you do meet a new love interest that is really serious about you. Look at that. You got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, new love. For a lot of you, new love is coming. And then others that the love is going good, okay, could go to a deeper level. You know, the ring on the finger, the I want to marry you, let's get married, this kind of energy. Love should be good for Sagittarius and everything like that. Love should be good. Now, one of the key things about love in Sagittarius, though, is they still got to have their freedom of expression. If anyone tries to control Sagittarius, okay, that could be a problem. They don't do well with that kind of energy. But this is part of the reason they're going to have that joy, is because we're going to have some good relationship energy in there. So some new beginnings or some relationships going to a deeper level, okay, which is good. And then the Six of Raphael, one of the things is working on the inner child. The inner child here, we're going to work on. And then we end with the King of Ariel. Look at that. This is a really good read. I wish this was my read. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely. Now, my daughter is a Sagittarius. And I see this, looking at this reading, I see a lot of this in her. Okay. And one of the keys there, I feel, is as we're coming into some good finances, and we're making a little money here and everything, use it wisely. Plan like a king of earth would. How does he invest his money and plan it? Because that's what makes, out of all of the cards in the tarot, the King of Earth is definitely the most prosperous, okay, and the most abundant, because he's smart with his resources. Okay, so one of the things is just plan very wisely with the finances. But love, career, finances, I feel it's going to get better. And if you've either been in a position where you were out of work prior, or a position where you were working, 3 jobs just to get by, that's not going to be this way in 2022. 2022, you can work 1 job, maybe 2 if you just really want to bring it home. But you should not, you'll be able to let go of that 10 of Wands energy there, where you're working so much that you feel like, work is life. It's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of love in there, okay? There's going to be a lot of love in there. So let's go ahead and see your romance cards. Romance angels. Yeah, we got the children card. So some of you, see, remember we got that Empress? Some of you may actually have some pregnancies this year, or children will be a focal point. Now, for some of you, I do get the retreat card, and you may feel a need to kind of get away. You might be in partnerships where you feel you need to retreat, and that could be, or it could be also you and your partner feel the need to retreat from the world in some way and stuff. But passion, there you go. You've got the passion card and everything like that. But yeah, I look at that as time to disconnect from the world. Some of you may feel that, some of you might even feel, I kind of feel that part of the retreat card could also be that some Sagittariuses when the relationship starts getting more serious, may feel the need to take some time and kind of step back and say, I just need, you might even end up taking a break from the person because you just need to kind of sit there and consider, is this who I want to be with? Like for a marriage situation, is this who I want to be with the rest of my life? You may step back and just kind of like, I need a little bit of break to kind of get my bearings and think to myself. And it's not necessarily you're cutting them off the hook, but you might kind of step back and be like, I just want to be sure, I just need a little time alone and things like that and everything. But I feel like, Sagittarius, you got some people that love you here. The Sagittarius signs have people that love them, so just be careful with that and everything. Don't run from a good thing, I feel. I see, look at that. The Three of Wands often tells me that the person has met the one. The ship has come in, the moment has arrived, and things like that. And I feel like the Ten of Swords reverse is more of a fear of a negative ending, like things going bad and things like that. But I feel like some Sagittarius needs to be more confident. And yeah, I feel like some of the females with the Queen of Hearts there might be a little fearful of love. And that could be part of the reason for that retreat. Like, should I go through that and everything? And some of you might just not be feeling very confident in yourselves. Work on your confidence. Work on your confidence and your self-esteem. And then the moon kind of dealing with some of the deeper psychic forces that are kind of going on in your love relationships. But I'm telling you, a lot of you with that Three of Wands energy here are finding someone that really you're going to inevitably come to the point you're going to kind of feel, hey, I believe this is the one. I believe I found my person. For my Sagittarius, masculine and feminine as well. So it's going to be a very interesting year for love. But you've got some really good love cards there. To have the Knight of Water as well as the Ace of Water or the Ace of Cups, both in a reading is very significant and good for love. So let's look at crystal angels. So we've got the tiger's eye. I see that's what we were just talking about, confidence. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believing yourself by believing in God working through you. Okay? So there's going to be a call to work on self-confidence in 2022. Okay? And then we've got Larimar, sensitive emotions. Well, dealing with some of that love issue. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So you may be dealing with emotions that might even feel a little foreign to you, especially with the deeper, serious relationships you'll encounter. Okay, so be prepared for that. And then we've got Amber, give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. So absolutely, any kind of confusion, give it to God. Okay, let's pull your shadow card. Your shadow card is surrender. So one of the things there with the surrender card is just kind of release, that which holds you back, and just surrender to the Spirit. Let the Spirit take the lead on the situation and everything, and try not to be afraid. Things will all work out. Because I feel a little nervousness in love when I'm tuning in here. Little bit of nervousness. Let's pull that up there. Let go of a fixed plan. So I feel like some of you may have a little bit of a plan. You may have had a certain direction you thought a relationship was going to go, and then it goes to a deeper level. Let it out, let it flow. Open up the heart to feel. And spend time on you. Definitely, and it says balance yourself. So make sure, that little bit of a retreat, you might feel a need to retreat from the world a little bit. You may feel, not that you're going to do a break up, but you may need to, like, I just need a break. I need to think about things. You know, you may not be the one when someone proposes and you're right away go, yes. You may need, I just need a little time to think, which could set, so, you know, people will like to hear that, but if that's what you need, that's what you need, okay? If you need a little bit of a break and just a little time on you, you know, to kind of think on some things, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be afraid to just say, I need a little time. And let's go ahead and pull your Power of Love cards. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I think this way. So I've got the card Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. This is a very loving deck. This is the Power of Love deck. So, and I've got Gratitude. That's a big one. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Have gratitude. Don't forget to say thank you, definitely. And Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Absolutely. Just do everything with love. And that's one thing. Sagittarius is a pretty loving and kind sign for the most part. They can really be very positive. So some good things, especially coming from love. And of course, some of you obviously are married and things like that. If you are, relationships should be good for the most part. It should be a very positive year for Sagittarius, especially in the realm of love. And finances look real good. But one of the best cards you probably got is a Sun. That one is just, you're going to have a lot of joy. I hope you enjoyed your forecast. Have a great year.